Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Congresswoman Hillary Scholten. I represent Michigan's 3rd Congressional District in Congress, the first woman and mother in history to represent the western half of our state, including the Upper Peninsula, in Congress. I'm joining from my apartment in DC today because I have my son here with me in Washington, DC. I want to thank our partners from the Child Labor Coalition, Campaign to End U.S. Child Labor, and Global March Against Child Labor for hosting this briefing, as well as my colleague, Morgan McGarvey, who has just joined me in this fight. Vulnerable children are slipping through the cracks, both in the United States and around the world, and we have a responsibility to work together to protect them. I'll never forget walking out of the very first town hall that I did as a newly elected member of Congress, and my phone just absolutely was alight with text messages asking, have you seen the news reports? Have you seen the news reports? And it was the expose by Hannah Dreier, of course, about the untold story of child labor exploitation in the United States of America. The dateline was Grand Rapids, Michigan, my district. I knew in that moment, that action had to be taken. My very first thought as a new member of Congress, not fully realizing the weight of my responsibility, was, someone should call their member of Congress about this. As it settled in that was me, I got immediately to work and filled in the gaps that my lifelong career of advocating for children as a social worker and working on immigration issues as an attorney had prepared me to do. I called the White House. We got an interagency task force established, then later funded, and we stood up this task force in Congress as well. I worked with former Representative Dan Kildee to create this child labor prevention task force. Morgan has now taken over his role here, and we joined forces to send a letter to the Secretary of Labor, encouraging the administration to continue to root out the causes of child labor exploitation in this country and around the world. We know, of course, a huge cause of that is our deeply broken immigration system that allows children to exist in the shadows that system creates. Child labor is not a new issue. It's been around so long that we've had the laws on the books since the early 1900s to protect them. The problem is with enforcing them and making sure we understand how and where this is happening. It is so important that we have opportunities like this today to identify where the weak points are so that we as members of Congress can address them and fix them. Thank you again to our partners for facilitating this and your tireless work to protect kids around the world.